So let me give you a chance for you to also to ask me questions. Then you can continue.
Okay. I'll say, for example, we can talk in terms of work. Like, did you have to change your career? Did you have to like get a job that doesn't fit your career? Because that is another challenge that we have when you travel from Africa and you come here. Many times you have to upgrade, like get a master's degree, or you start with regular jobs which you're not very comfortable with. As for me, I can do anything. I'm hands-on. I don't care. I just start from where I am. So how was it for you?
Yeah. So for me, first of all, I came through scholarship. So I came directly to teach Swahili language at the university level. It was a scholarship to teach for 1 year. After that, I got a scholarship for masters. So for me, when I came to America, I came with the mindset I'm coming here until I die. So that's why I usually tell people, and that is another thing I will ask you, because when you come here and you haven't decided you are staying here or you are going back to Africa or back to your country, you do not know how to put your energy. Should you invest here? Should you pursue certain things? Should you invest in your own country? You are just in the limbo, and the years are going fast. So for me, I came here with the mindset I'm staying here for a longer time. So I did my master's. Yes, it is easier when you come here to get, even if it will be like if you have a degree, to get a master's, but to get a certain certification, education within America. So for instance, if you are accountant, get CPA for America. If you are, let's say you are human resource officer, there are certification. You do computer, there are those Cisco, all those kind of certification. It helps you to compete with the local market. But still, even if you have that master's, you don't just go from your master's and become a manager somewhere. You will start with the obvious. To survive, you have to do work in the warehouse, you work in the customer service, you do simple jobs. Yes, for me, I've done so many jobs, and especially in California, it's very complicated because it's almost over 40 million people in California. So to get jobs is very, very tough. So you might end up like you go. I remember I had one job to do in one plastic companies. They are manufacturing certain companies, and there are only 2 people in all employees who can speak English. So it was just myself, and one guy was in high school. So when you go, you have to go to these jobs. You don't say you have even bachelor degree. You have to say you're just high school, or you're just going to college for associate, but you have masters. So yes, you have to start these kind of jobs, but don't set on those jobs. You continue to apply. So I continue to apply jobs. So I was doing some teaching somewhere, but I was doing these kind of like warehouse jobs, doing some cleaning, do other sort of jobs. But now my job I'm doing right now is director for one organization, is a non-profit, is related to what I studied, because my bachelor is political science and administration, master's is peace studies, conflict resolution, things related to the development, international development. So for me, I didn't change a lot. And the reason I didn't change, if I had to change, majority of people are going to the medical field because that pays a lot. But for me, I don't have that vocation of medical. Like, it's very difficult for me. I was poor in science, and I cannot even put any water in my eyes. I cannot yeah. So that's why I didn't change. I continue that one. The disadvantage, it takes longer to get a good salary. There are things I wish I could know 5 years ago. Like, it would be easy if at that time I could join the federal government job, because I'm already a citizen. I didn't do that because I didn't know you can get jobs in the federal government quicker. But it is easy, even if you have a foreign degree, to join a federal government. As long as you're a citizen, you get good job very, very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we start somewhere.
Yeah, that is interesting. And it's good because here you have so many opportunities compared to back in Uganda. I remember when I graduated, it took me about 2-3 years to get a regular job. And, here, if you have the zeal and you have the skill, you can easily get a job and make something. As long as you have to work here, you must work. You cannot pretending and coming late and what, like how it is in Uganda. Oh, I'm sick, I'm not coming today. You do that twice, you're fired. You must able to be honest and be able to bring output, show your work, what can you do. But with that, if you're determined, the opportunities here are greater than how they are back home.
Yes, that's the advantage of here. There is no limit. You can work on this job, and there is something people have to understand, especially coming from other cultures, where someone to fire you is a process. Or there is this what we call labor law. People go to sue in the labor law. Here, in almost in all 50 states, almost 45 to 48 states, they have a law called a contract at will. That means an employer can fire you early in the morning. You come there, you get an email, you are fired, and they can go and quit the job at any time without any notice. I quit, and no hard feeling. So that people have to understand that there is no about the labor law unless otherwise you are pregnant and they fire you based on discrimination of being pregnant, or they fire you because you say you are black or you are a woman. If you come with the evidence, but if it's performance, or they say, oh, we just decided to fire you, you cannot do anything. So you have to be on top of your game every single day.
That's right.
Yeah. Another question for me?
I don't know if we still have some time, but
we have time.
Okay, so just a quick one. Comparing the two, where would you rather be, like, in your retirement age?
That is a very good question. Nowadays, I've been thinking much about retirement. Personal, I number one for me of retirement, I consider security. That's number one, and the medical care, and the no stress. That's overall. In the US, the advantage is there is a good medical system, there is that security, but it's also expensive.
Very expensive.
So nowadays there is a trend of people to go to retire in other countries. As long as you get your social security, retirement money, you can live anywhere. So I don't necessarily I want to go to live necessarily in Africa per se. I'm open to go to any country in the world as long as I can retire, like I can go, let's say, go and live in Lisbon, as long as I know the language. So I've tried to look like which good countries, the Philippines or which country. Like, first of all, the safety is number one. I don't want to be there and someone they kidnap you so that they can get mad because you're American citizen. Because obviously you are with your wife and sometimes the grandchildren they are coming. So that is number one security wise. But I don't mind to go and have retirement in any other country, whether not necessarily because I'm from Tanzania, I have to retire in Tanzania. I can retire in Masaka, in Kampala, or somewhere else. I have no problem at all. But even if I don't retire another country, I will be having at least a summer home, winter home, because during the summer I'll be here, in the fall, winter, I'm getting away. I don't want to stay in the cold because I'm retired. Yeah, so that will be something, either to have two homes in two different areas or complete to retire in another country, which would be, I don't know, Belize or somewhere which will be warmer. So
okay.
But it needs a lot. Like when you say retirement, sometimes especially in America, we need like those like immigrants. We need to start effectively to start investing, effectively to talk to financial planners, effectively to start doing advantage for you. You come here from day one, you live with American citizen as your spouse. So there are certain things you can have those kind of, okay, this is credit card. This is how we use credit card. But most of immigrants, we come here, you come as a student, you win green card lottery, you stay with your fellow immigrant. We get too late to know even what is credit card, what is credit score. How does that help you to get a home? How does that help you to purchase, get a vehicle, auto loan? So all those kind of things, we don't need to delay. We need to go so fast, so that when it comes to get to retire, you're already at the top of the game. You have saved into, or you bought some shares and all other kind of things.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so Amy, I think that's it, so that we don't get these people so bored.
Yeah, so I have one last question for you, which many people usually ask me. I know even it's a little bit different. It might not be exactly because majority of people who are winning green card lottery, they usually ask a question. but it's majority applicable direct because some people they know if the government give you the job. So when you came to America, did the government told you to go to Colorado and gave you the job and everything, or how did you start getting the jobs?
So whether you have come on a green card lottery or you've come on a fiancé visa or spouse visa, whatever of those visas that allow you to work, you have to hustle by yourself. You get here, you get where, depending if you have a host family or if you have your partner's house, whatever you're staying, you have to wait until you're eligible to work. If you have a green card, I'm sure you'll be eligible to work, and you sit down and look for jobs. There's so many websites where you go in and apply. So you make a CV and you start applying.
And not those CV, the one with the tribe, marital status, like like African CV way back in the day.
It's different. So nobody is going to give you a job. You must look for the job yourself. You must look for where you're going to live yourself. So that is all up to you. That is like if you decide to leave your country to come here, you must not have a mindset of, is the government going to help me? No, nobody is going to help you. You must work. You look for where you stay, look for your own food, look for your own jobs. That's how it is here. It's not like it is back home. So once you come here, so for example, for me, when I came, I had to wait to get the green card. I waited for, mine was quick. I waited for 4 months. After 4 months, I got my green card and I immediately started looking for jobs. And I got a job. I started working. I work at a call center. I work for a bank. So I started working from day one up to now. So you must work here to be able to get money. Everything here, this country is so capitalistic. So if those people that are applying for green card, just come with a mindset of you're going to hustle. You're going to make it on your own. It's not like back home, if you don't have a job, you go to your auntie's house. That's not how it is. You must work. You must be able to have some sort of income to make sure that you have housing facilities, you can pay bills, and just survive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you have any regret for your 2 years in America?
No, I don't have any regrets so far. I like it here, and it's good if you're able to travel back and forth. It is the best thing you can do. You can visit, you can have a summer home back in Africa, and have a home here. So I'm looking forward to be able to having a home back home and also have a home here, so that during the time when you're free on vacation, you travel back home, see your people, your parents, your relatives, friends, and then you come back
and eat the real matoke.
Yeah, you eat matoke, your local food. I miss it.
Yeah, each year since 2016, each year I usually visit Uganda for my job. So, except last year, so every year I have to visit Uganda. So, like, the first time, like, they give you matoke, you eat, and then they give you the ripe banana to eat. You say, okay, it's just banana, like.
You're eating banana and another banana.
And they give me a fruity banana. I say, okay, I just finished eating banana, like. Yeah, so thank you so much. What we'll be doing, we'll be able to catch up with you more, like back and forth interview. And if you want me specifically more, you want specific content, you want me to be part of your guest again on your channel, I'll be happy to do that. And I'll ask everyone, and I'll put the link on the description. Please go and subscribe to Roll with Liz channel, so that you can be able to support one another and you can learn one another, and ask her as many questions as you can. Myself, I'm not an immigration lawyer. She's not an immigration lawyer, but we share our experiences, which is something very positive. Than immigration lawyer just went to class, didn't go to these steps. We went through these steps, so we'll answer basing on our experiences and the actual what happened to our life. So thank you so much, Liz. May God keep blessing you.